Okay, here we go. Let's do this problem from scratch. Let's pretend we didn't do any of this stuff right here. Let's just do this from scratch. And this is what I want you to show on your paper. You don't have to graph this thing. I just did it one time just to show you why we got this formula right here. Really, all you got to do is just do the formula. Watch how easy this is. If I say find the distance between these 2 points, and that's what it's going to say. It's going to say find the distance. And it might even throw the words in between these points, okay? Find the distance. What we're going to do is put it in the formula. Put a big old square root and then set it up like Pythagorean theorem. This is what I do first. I put my parentheses in a squared, put a plus in between, and put another parentheses in squared. It's that easy. Do that 5 or 6 times in a row, you'll have this thing memorized. Now, what goes in here? What do you do with the x's? Plug them in, but what do you do? How did we get that 4? What did we do? What math did we do? Say it. We didn't square it yet. What did we do before we squared it? You subtracted, right? You just subtracted them. You just subtracted the x's. Subtract the x's, put them here. Subtract the y's, put them here. Look at the x's. Which ones are the x's? The 3 and the -1. So you put a 3 minus what? -1. Isn't that how we got that 4 in the first place? Yeah. Okay, let's do the y's. 2 minus -3. You see that?
Can't you do that little thing?
Well, we're going to do it right now. Watch. Minus and negative is the same as add the opposite, right? So what's 3 plus 1? It's 4. What am I going to do with that 4? I'm going to square it. Remember, it doesn't matter if this comes out negative or positive, because when I square something, it's always going to be what? If I square a negative number, it's always going to be positive. If I square a positive number, it's always going to be positive. So does it matter that I went -1 minus, because what's -1 minus 3? It's -4. But if I square -4, I still get positive 16. Follow me? What's this? What's 2 minus -3? It's 5, and I square that. Remember, it's all under square root. It's exactly what we did up here, isn't it? I just didn't have to draw the picture and draw the lines and count over and all that stuff. It's a lot easier. Just take the x's, subtract them, take the y's, subtract them, and then you plug them into the formula. It's pretty simple once you get used to it. Let's do what's inside here. It's a big old square root. This is 16. That's 25. Just add them together. What do you get? 41. You can keep it in a square root and keep it like that if you want. You don't even have to use a calculator for this. Did I need a calculator one time for this? No, I didn't. Okay, you could have done this whole thing without a calculator. Just keep your answer like that, and then you're good to go. That's distance formula. Yes. Exactly. This right here, that's the x1, and that's the y1, because that's 1 point. This is point number 2. So this is the x what? 2, and this is the what? y2. Okay? So that's the x1, y1. This is the x2, y2. So all this stuff that I did right here with the graph, I'm not expecting you to do that in order to find the distance. I did that for one reason. I did that so you could see how you got the distance formula. And some of you guys are thinking, well, I don't really care. Just show me how to get the right answer. That's all I care about. I'm trying to get you to care about more than just getting the right answer. Okay, math is not just about getting the right answer. Math is about learning how to get the right answer. The how is the important part, and the why, that's the important part, okay? You follow me on this? Hopefully, by the end of this course, that'll mean more to you than it does right now. Right now, you're probably thinking, I just want to get a right answer. I just want to get an A, or I just want to pass, or I just want to get a C, whatever. That may be your goal. But I want you to start thinking beyond that. Start thinking beyond just getting an answer, just getting a grade. Let's think about learning the material, okay? Learning why it does what it does and how you get these answers, not just what the answer actually is. Does that make any sense? I know it may not be that important to you right now. I understand that. But eventually, as you mature in your thinking, all right, that should start making more being more important to you than just getting the right answer. All right. Now, of course, on a test or a quiz, that's going to be the important thing. I do understand that. Okay, so answers are important. I'm not saying they're not important, but I think what's more important is understanding the process of how you got the answer. That's why I make you show your work all the time. You get it? Okay. Sorry to be so preachy to you. Sorry to be a little bit harsh with you today. I'm usually not like that, but I want you to understand what's going on here. Let me give you a worksheet and then you can go.